What's up guys, today I explain you best anime to watch if you enjoyed Death Note. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe this channel, because we are close to hit the 1,200 followers and now have fun with the video. Veteran watchers of anime will stand by the visual storytelling that Code Geass offers. Alternate timelines come into play as fans follow the exploits of Lelouch Lamperouge, a student of the Holy Britannian Empire, which has taken over Japan. Lelouch is handed Geass, also known as the Power of Kings. This power forces anyone who speaks to Lelouch to obey his command, no matter how problematic or silly it may be. This, of course, brings in the issue of life or death. A student who is given a power of this enormity may not have the maturity to wield it properly or wisely. Similar to Death Note, Code Geass is an all-time classic that touches upon themes of power and corruption, although the latter is far more political than the former. Code Geass is also a mecha anime that leans heavily into action, particularly during the second core. While quite different in their execution, the two shows' core power will forever link them. Another awesome anime for beginners, Death Parade brings a lot to the table. It deals with the philosophical questions that follow the concept of death. In this show's world, after people die, they do not go into heaven or hell. In fact, they go to a bar that is managed by Decim, a bartender. The bar acts as a sort of purgatory as Decim plays against the person or their soul in a random game. If the person manages to win, they will get reincarnated. However, if the person loses, their soul will head straight to a void of nothingness and cease to exist. This is a fascinating concept, and it's quite intriguing to watch the intricacies of the story play out. With a rotating cast of participants and an episodic feel, Death Parade is only loosely similar to Death Note. However, nearly every episode consists of a life and death struggle between two people who are desperate for salvation, all framed through the guide of games. Classroom of the Elite centers around an academy filled with Japan's finest students, all of whom are split up depending on their potential. Assigned to Class D with the other underperformers and misfits, the unassuming Ayanokuji largely wants to be left alone, which is easier said than done considering the students are expected to take part in grueling physical and mental tests. Classroom of the Elite is all about characters trying to outwit each other, while the protagonist pulls the strings from behind the curtain. While the show's mind games are nowhere near as deadly as Light's battles in Death Note, Classroom of the Elite can get quite intense at times, even if sometimes it feels like the characters are making a big deal out of nothing. In Steins Gate, Rintaro Okabe is a college student whose favorite task is to discuss conspiracy theories. He's a college student who also considers himself to be a genius. Okabe shares his main interest with a few others from his college, who love talking and discussing scientific theories such as time traveling and multiverses. This anime is also quite psychological and philosophical, as it delves deep into the curious nature of human beings and the mysterious state of the universe itself. Watch this one for complex scientific theories and masterful writing. This is a different take on the alien parasite takes over the body trope. Alien parasites do invade the Earth and settle themselves inside the bodies of humans. However, there is one particular alien parasite that didn't quite manage to do its job. It tries to burrow into the head of a student named Shinichi, but is unable to complete the process. It then finds out that its alien comrades hate it and want it killed. The parasite and Shinichi are forced to work together and save themselves from subsequent dangers. Along the way, both learn a little something about life and share their experiences as different beings. There's an almost absurd comedic vibe to this anime, making it worth a watch. This dark and gritty anime is about Emma, an orphan who lives at the Gracefield house. Lady Mary takes care of the children in the house, and all seems to be well. In reality, Lady Mary is responsible for kidnapping these children and selling them to demons who devour them. Similar to Death Note in its approach to the narrative, The Promised Neverland likes to hold its viewers in bated breath. There's very little predictability in how the story pans out, and multiple characters go through extensive arcs. Unfortunately, Season 2 is generally regarded as a downgrade from its fantastic predecessor, but Season 1 is great enough to merit a watch on its own. Psycho Pass talks about a future the year 2113 where the Sibyl system has been set up to find out the probability of people committing crimes. The Psycho Pass itself is the measuring system used for checking the probability. Two enforcers, Akane Tsunemori and Shinya Kugami, work together to track down possible criminals based on the Psycho Pass rating. However, things change when they realize that the Sibyl system, like any other artificial system of profiling, is flawed in nature. In essence, this show brings up themes of utilitarianism and consequentialism. It also raises pertinent questions on morality, ethics, and law. Viewers will also enjoy the character development of the show's protagonists.